Good morning, everyone. Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean V. Perkins. While court is in session, please keep your backgrounds quiet and clear. Sit back, wait for your name to be called. Also, if you're in a vehicle, there's no driving while court is in session. Also, there will be no talking, eating, drinking, gum chewing, walking around of any kind, and please remain properly dressed at all times. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, everyone. Mr. Moore. Ms. Ocampo.
Yes.
Good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning. How are you?
Are we all good? I'm very well, thank you.
That's good.
Are we good?
Yes. Just nervous.
I asked you that last time and you told me yes, but we weren't.
Yes, you did. And I think I had failed you. But I have been on track. I did all my classes and I have certificates and everything.
Did you provide those with the
Yes, I did. I've been going to my AA meetings. I provide everything to my PO.
All right. I'm gonna have to see now because of what you told me last time, but hopefully that's the case.
I know I had disappointed you.
And yourself.
Yes, I did actually. And these couple of weeks, trust me.
Okay, Mr. Warbling, Mr. Moore is not there. So, good morning, Mr. Warbling.
Good morning, Your Honor. I was just good to see you in your stead. I was just checking in on Bradley Leonard.
Okay, Bradley Leonard is here. Let's start with him.
Hello? Thank you, Judge.
Oh, he needs an offer. Let's see what this is. Oh, drag racing.
Number 360-434.
All right, we're gonna wait on the city attorney. Likely, it's gonna be a Michigan defensive driving before we even present an offer to him.
360.
Understood, Your Honor.
Does he oppose to that?
I don't believe so. As long as it all depends on the Secretary of State repercussions for whatever they're offering. Which
all right, I'll let you speak with him. I'll put that aside. I'll put Mr. Lee aside because I don't think Mr. Delta Lee is even here yet. So then we're going to go on. Let's go to Mrs. Ocampo. She was the first one in the room. And I think it's some good news, and probation is here. So let's start there. And Mr. Bachman is here. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You need me to put you in a breakout room, Mrs. Ocampo? I think you were here the last time with her.
I was. Yeah, I could take a few moments with her, but I'm really up to speed with what the court is expecting of Miss Ocampo, and I think I heard a little bit of her discourse with you, Your Honor. It seems that she's on the right track, if I'm not mistaken.
It looks as though she's in a good place too.
Sure. So I'm ready to go on the record with that. Miss Ocampo has certainly already been advised by me, and she knows what the court expects of her this morning, and let's put it on the record. I'm ready.
Hey, Mr. Officer Bradfield.
morning, Your Honor.
Mr. Warbling, I can put you in a breakout room with, good morning, Mr. Goss, he's here.
That'd be excellent. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
We'll put you in a breakout room. This is regarding,
Thank you again.
Mr. And then Mr. Moore, you're back. I looked at Mr. Lee's file, even though he hasn't showed up yet, and it appears to have 3 more cases. So instead of the 4, it's 7.
Oh,
Because initially the offer was just going to be open intox passenger and dismiss the other 3, but I see 3 more cases in here.
he told me he just got some new tickets, and I thought he had a court date for like January 25th.
Yeah, I was going to consolidate all this.
Okay.
They're all state.
Yeah, I thought they might offer us passenger, open alcohol passenger, and dismiss other 3. We'll take that, and probably what, a failure display or no improper plate on the other 3.
We'll see about that. Yeah, we'll see
Okay.
about that. All right, let me get with Mrs. Ocampo. All right, are we ready, Ms. Williams-Law?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, one moment. We have 2 officers, I think. Officer T. Dara.
Yes, sir.
Who are you on, sir?
I'm with Miss Garvin, Garvin.
Okay. It's 8:30, top of 8:30. They haven't arrived yet.
Okay.
Give them some time. All right, let's go. This is the city of Detroit versus Lillian Ocampo, case numbers. SP 11643431, SP 11643451, Z 8067501. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Boffman, P 55052, on behalf of the defendant, Ms. Ocampo. Can you announce your name?
Is she there?
I think she has dropped off.
All right, so let's move on to the next one. Adriana Gibson.
Yes, I'm here.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Okay, Mr. Warbling, let's go with you. Your client
Yes,
is
sir.
here.
Yes, Judge.
State matter. All right, get the state attorney on the line, please.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have Mr. Moore, I'm gonna also include your client in on that conversation with the state attorney. Keep going. Is Garvin here? Oh, yes. Oh, Ocampo is in the breakout room with Mr. Probation Officer Bradfield.
Great.
You want to go in the breakout room. Officer Dar, I'm going to put breakout room with the city attorney.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Do you want to go in that breakout room with Mrs. Ocampo with that probation officer?
You are reading my mind, Your Honor. Thank you. Yes, I think I should at least be present. Thank you. I'll be right back.
Let's see what he says. Okay, no? Okay, please.
Okay, we're gonna add to that Ocampo case numbers 144-099-04, counts 1 and counts 2. Okay. Good morning, Madam Wolf. We have Mr. Bradley Leonard. I will allow you, and he's got one count of drag racing. That is Mr. Workman's client. I will put you in a breakout room with him. And then we have Mr. Moore here that's got Devin Lee. Devin Lee has 4 city matters. He's pleading to 1, a 2-point offense, open intox passenger. And he has 3 other state matters: no operator's license on person, allow another to use his license plate, and then a civil infraction of the basic speed law. So I'll put you in a breakout room I'll put you all in a breakout room so you can see what you can come up with.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Judge, thank you.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I believe open alcohol passenger carries no points.
It's a 2-point offense.
Driver will be 2 points. I thought passenger, no points.
Passenger is the same. That's why I kind of think of it as a non-op. Let me make sure. I mean, I've checked many times.
Okay.
But we'll go back to the drawing board and see.
Okay.
$1,300 and $1,306. $1,300 is the 2-point offense. That's open intoxicant vehicle. Report violations for the driver only. Then open intox passenger is $1,306. That's a 2-point offense as well.
Okay. Yeah. I believe my client wants to plead not guilty if that's the case. He doesn't want the points.
All right. Well, that's going to have to be. There's going to have to be set for a trial because unless you can convince the city attorney to come down further, I'll give you that opportunity. But typically they want to set those for trial. But do you have the other 3 counts? This is state counts. No operator's license on person, allow another to use his license plate, and a basic speed law violation. I'm going to put you in a breakout room.
Okay.
All right. Who's on that K51 device? Emmett Long, I have you checked in.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Judge. Ron Marsh for Miss Garvin. Attorney Marsh for Miss Garvin. Good morning.
Okay, Mrs. Garvin, all right. Okay, he has the file. I'll put you, good morning, Counselor. I'll put you in a breakout room with the city attorney when he's done. He's in a breakout room talking to the officer now.
Thank you so much. I'll see you in a bit.
Your Honor, I spoke with the city attorney. We're all set.
Good morning.
You're all set?
Yep.
Okay, so what is
No, Your Honor. Yes, I need to speak to Attorney Marsh.
Okay, good morning, Counsel. I'll go into the breakout room.
Thank you. We're all set. So now I need to speak with Attorney Marsh. What's up? All right. What's in the breakout room?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Who's got the K51 device? If you don't speak, I'm gonna put you out the room. I see you got your video and audio on now. Who's on the K51 device?
Devin Lee.
All right, Mr. Lee, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Your lawyer's in the breakout room trying to work out a deal for you now.
Yes.
You said Mr. Lee?
Not you, Mr. Terrace Lee, Trace Lee.
Tyrese Lee?
Tyrese Lee, all right, no, that's Devin Lee. I got your file. All right. All right. Who we have next? Leon. Mr. Leon. He's talking, so you're on mute, sir.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Yes. I was wondering about my case.
I know you are. That's why I'm trying to call your case.
Oh,
put your video, just put your video on, sir. Now we're waiting on the city attorney as well. All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Manuel Leon, case number SP 120619111. Mr. Leon, the offer as it stands right now is pleading to the amended count. What is it, 65, 60 and a 55. Let me see if we're going 60 miles an hour on 4th Street. Let me see if there's going to be something better that doesn't get you any points. We're going to wait on the city attorney to come in. All right, who do we have ready?
Your Honor, is there any way I could speak with my client in a breakout room?
Certainly.
Thank you, Judge.
Your Honor, I did the payment online. I don't know what happened. I just got these letters.
Hold on a second.
Then Judge Ron Marsh, the attorney, back now. I've talked to the city attorney. Okay. My client just sent me a message, you know. Let me just see. I'm sorry. Judge, the city attorney made an offer that.
All right, hold on, Mr. Marsh. Hold on. This Manuel Leon has a one count of 11 to 15 over. All right, go ahead, Mr. Marsh.
Yes. The city attorney made a good offer. I called my client and evidently she's using her phone to Zoom. Ms. Garvin, are you there? Do you see her on your screen, Judge?
Let's not concern ourselves with Ms. Garvin. This is a civil infraction, and you have the authority to enter into the agreement on her behalf.
That's fine, Judge. Thank you. I do have authority. She admits response through me. Okay.
Let me stop you. What's your client's first name? How do you pronounce that?
I still have trouble to this day. It's Uchefuna. It means the precious one. Uchefuna.
Okay. All right. Let's call it.
Ushafuna.
All right.
Put it down phonetically a while ago.
Let's call the case. This is the City of Detroit versus Uchefuna Garvin, case number 217-33248, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Yes, Ron Marsh, P. 26471, on behalf of the respondent.
Now you can go ahead, Counselor, with that understanding you got from the city attorney.
Yes, the city attorney is moving to dismiss the red light or stop sign ticket. My client admits responsibility to not possessing a child restraint seat, inappropriate, age-appropriate seats. My client admits responsibility to that, and the court should know my client purchased a seat immediately afterwards and provided me with proof of that purchase and pictures.
Oh, very well. So your client is wanting to stipulate to, will your client stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the taking of this plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and
excuse me, Dante Garland on behalf of the City of Detroit, Mayor Jesus Honorable Court. I also want to put on the record that Bay State Police Officer T. Dara is here for trial.
Okay. All right. All right, Mr. Dara, we appreciate your presence, Officer Dara, and I guess if this is resolved, you're free to leave.
Right. He was in agreement with his offer.
Okay.
That's what he was telling you earlier.
Very well. All right, so what we have here is the stipulation to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis. So with that being said, I'm going to find your client responsible for the violation of the child restraint. That's going to be a $120 fine. And with the stipulation of probable cause, I'm going to dismiss the other matter. Counselor?
Thank you so much, Judge. May my client have just a short period of time to do the transaction?
Can I get that stipulation of probable cause, Counselor?
Oh, yeah, yes, and I note that the ticketing police officer was present for the hearing this morning.
And we're going to waive your client's appearance because you have the authority to enter into this agreement on your client's behalf. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very well. We're going to dismiss the other matter. How much time is your client going to need to pay?
Just, it won't take long at all, just 1 week, Judge.
All right, let's give your client until September 7th. Your client finds herself in a position where she cannot pay that by September 7th. You or your client need to zoom in and ask the court for some more time. We'll see if we can find some more time for your client. I don't want this to come into the predicament of extra penalties and fees and things of that nature, all right?
All right, Judge, and although virtual, I've not had the pleasure of appearing before you before, and thank you for your professional courtesy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Counselor. I'll see you again soon sometime.
I hope so. Good day, Judge.
Great day.
All right, thank you.
And thank you, officer.
Yep, thank you, sir.
All right, be safe out there, sir.
Thank you.
Ms. Wolf,
Yes,
and Mr. Okay,
Your Honor, we did have a brief opportunity to talk. We were going to set this matter for a trial before Your Honor.
somebody's got a lot of interference going on. That's Mr. Lee. Mute yourself, Mr. Lee. Good morning. You come in all late, interfering in court. All right, let's give Mr. All right, this is the city of Detroit versus, strike that. This is the state of Michigan versus Bradley Leonard, case number 213977301. Appearance for the record, please.
good morning, Your Honor. Alexander Wolf on behalf of the people, P84516.
May it please the General Court, Your Honor. Attorney Ben Werbling, P64889 on behalf of Mr. Leonard.
Hey, your client, state your client, Mr. Leonard, state your name for the record, please.
Bradley Leonard.
All right, very well. I understand that the trial date is necessary to resolve this matter. I've set a trial date for the date of December 14, 2021 at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
If there's nothing further, you and your client are free to leave, Mr. Warbling.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
All right. What about Mr. Lee?
I believe we've reached a resolution on the state matters, Your Honor.
On the state matters. So that depends on the city. I mean, matters for state. So he's got 4 matters for city and 3 matters for state that are new. What is open and talk fast. So open and talk. Okay, so again, like I said, the city doesn't want to dismiss that open and talk drive passenger. At least he's going to have to pay to the open and talk passenger or set a trial date. Let's call the case. Can you quiet your background down, please?
Yes. Step out.
This is the city of Detroit versus, this is Devin Lee, case number.
Everyone mute their backgrounds.
Everybody, please. All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Devin Lee. Case number 214-632-64, counts 1 and counts 2.
And 3.
Hold on. And count 3. This is Mr. Moore.
Yes.
Strike that. This is the city of Detroit versus Devin Lee, case number 214-632-64, counts 1 and counts 2 and counts 3. Okay. And then it's 214-632-651. And this is the state of Michigan versus Devin Lee, case number SX38222-091, SX3894206, counts 1 and counts 2 and count 3. Strike that first one. Strike the SX 38222-091. That matter is closed. Okay, appearance for the record, please.
Gregory Moore, P34437. Mr. Devin Lee.
State your name for the record, Mr. Lee.
Devin Lee.
Okay, and your appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Alexander Wolf on behalf of the people, P84516.
All right, so I understand you have a resolution with the state.
That's
and,
correct.
The city is only willing to go as low as open intox passenger, and according to Secretary of State's database, the open intox passenger is still going to carry a 2-point offense. So I don't know if you want to talk to Mr. Goss in the breakout room to see if you work something out, or I'll set a trial date in all the matters.
I like to have a trial date on the city matters, and we will resolve the state matters.
All right, very well. So what we'll do, let's set the trial date for December the 14th at 2021 at 9 a.m. for case numbers 2146326 counts 1, 2, and 3, and 214632651. As it relates to the state matters, I'm going to mute your phone until you're asked to speak, Mr. Lee, and you can unmute yourself. As it relates to the state matters,
Judge,
sorry, go ahead.
the state will dismiss counts 1 and 3 if he pleads to count 2.
count 2, allow another to use his license plates.
Yes, it looks like it's written under 257.256, which is 0 points.
And that you're getting from the website?
That's what that's the only information I have, Judge. I don't have a copy of the ticket.
That's the correct, that is the correct, so is that just, what do they call that? Just improper plate?
That's what it appears to be when I look it up, Judge. Well, the ROA says allowing another to use license plates, but then it's written under 257.256, which is improper plates.
All right. That's your understanding, Counselor?
Yes. Yes,
All right. All right, Mr. Lee, is that your understanding as well? You want to plead to this, come and fine you $240. That's a 0 point offense. It is a misdemeanor. Is that your understanding as well, sir?
Yes.
All right, sir, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm that you tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down, sir. You understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand you have a right to a trial in this matter?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give that trial right up?
Yes.
Does anybody offer anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Okay, sir, I'm going to draw your attention back to 6/18/2021, June 18th, 2021, at around 3:15 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Southfield Freeway in Plymouth. Sir, did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes.
On that date, were you operating a 2011 Chevy?
Yes.
And was something wrong with the plate on that vehicle, sir?
Yes.
What was wrong with it?
It wasn't the proper plate for the vehicle.
Okay, very well. And you knew that, correct, sir?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to find you guilty of the amended count of improper plates, or I'm going to find you guilty of improper plate. I'm going to fine you $240 for the matter. And with the stipulation of probable cause, Counselor, I'll dismiss the other two state matters.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right. And, sir, when can you pay?
I can pay today.
I'm just going to put in the computer for the purposes of the computer, September 7th, sir. If you can't get that paid today, if you can't get it paid by September 7th, you're going to need to zoom back in and see if the court can some more time. All right, I'm going to set the city matters for a trial date on December 14th. Anything further?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, all right. All right, thank you, Counselor. Thank you, counselors. Thank you, Mr. Moore, Mrs. Wolf, and Mr. Lee. Everybody have a very good day if there's nothing further.
Okay, thanks again.
Okay, Mr. Leon Manuel.
Yes.
Good morning to you, sir. Where is Mr. Campo is back?
I cannot see you, sir.
All right. Let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Leon Manuel, case number SP 120-61911. Mr. Manuel, there's an offer here in the file. Listen, you're not going to get this deal again. It's alleged that you're going 60 miles an hour on a city street. All right, so don't come back in my courtroom with this kind of excessive speed. Don't come in there with any speed anymore, because you're not going to get a deal. You're going to have to eat the points, or you're going to have to go to trial. All right?
Yeah.
Understood?
Yes.
All right. The deal here is to plead to amended count of blocking traffic. That's $175. You got the money today, sir?
Yes.
All right. I want you to pay this today. Okay. So, you want to take this deal?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Boffman, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
For the record, Harry Boffman for the defendant, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. All right. But will your client stipulate to the face of the ticket for as an accurate factual basis for the stop?
For the purpose of this plea here today, yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna take that stipulation and I'm gonna find you responsible for the amended count of blocking traffic. And I'm gonna fine you $175, sir. And I'm gonna put in the system that you're gonna have this paid no later than September 1st, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So just so that you have time, if you can't get it in the computer, or if you can't find a DivDav kiosk, or if you can't find, you can come down to the court, you can make it down here and pay that $175. Understood, sir?
Understood. So I need to do it tomorrow?
You do it today. I'm just giving it to you till tomorrow, just to make sure if something happens today, you can. I want it in there today.
I'm outside of the court, so I can go in and do it right now.
Yes. My clerk will have that entered in by the time you get in here.
Okay.
All right. $175, sir. That's blocking traffic.
Okay.
All right. Mrs. Ocampo, Miss Officer Bradfield, and Mr. Boffman.
Ready, Judge.
Good morning.
Well, let's go cases. Let's go back on the record with Mrs. Lillian Ocampo, and let's see where we are. Mr. Boffman, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Morning, Your Honor. For the record, Harry Boffman on behalf of the defendant, Ms. Lillian Ocampo. Ma'am, would you state your name, please?
Liliana Ocampo.
Thank you.
And Ms. Officer Bradfield, appearance on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Gary Bradfield, appearing on behalf of probation.
All right. So we've been here a couple of times with Mrs. Ocampo. I said I was willing to work with her through this. Luckily, Mr. Boffman is here again, because he was here last time that Mrs. Ocampo was in court. And of course, I know that Officer Bradfield is trying to do everything he can because he wants to see his probationer successful, correct?
Yes, Judge.
So give us a feel for where Mrs. Ocampo is at this point.
Your Honor, we were last before this court on August the 10th of this year. And at that time, Ms. Ocampo was ordered to test on that day, August 10th. She was ordered to submit proof of 9 AA meetings. She was ordered to complete the victims impact panel, as well as complete the alcohol highway safety class. I do want to report that Ms. Ocampo did complete the victims impact panel. I do have the verification. That was done on August the 23rd. Mrs. Ocampo did complete the alcohol highway safety class on August the 14th at EVA. I do have verification of that. She did provide written proof and documentation of 8 meetings of AA that was emailed to me. Her drug testing was, Judge, she did test positive. On the last time you ordered her to test on August the 10th, she was positive. She said she would be clean that day, but she was not. She was positive for cocaine, amphetamines, and methamphetamines. So I do want to report that she was negative on August 21st. She was negative on August 21st, but she did have another positive drug test, and that's the second positive for cocaine that this defendant tested positive for. So there's some good in that, and that's some bad. She indicates that she's in therapy. We didn't have written confirmation that she's in therapy with Detroit Recovery Project, as I had hoped. No, Judge, I don't have written confirmation that she's in outpatient treatment that this court ordered her to go to. So we had a brief breakout room with Mr. Boffman, and probation is recommending that this defendant undergo drug treatment court.
So it would put it out of my hands then, right?
Yes, Judge. She would go straight to Judge Holmes.
And we would indicate for the record, Judge, after having that conversation in the breakout room and discussing the many aspects of that program that the defendant here and now agrees that she would ask to be accepted onto that program, specifically requesting that from this court here. Thank you.
You said she agrees to go into that program?
Yes, Your Honor. Isn't that right, Ms. Ocampo?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm just disappointed though. Just disappointed.
I am too, Judge. I am too, Judge.
Yeah, you lied to us, Ms. Ocampo. And the reason why I asked you that on that day, it was really trying to just give you a pass to see where your credibility would fall. You know, because I kind of figured as such that you haven't stopped using. And I'm glad that on November 21st you weren't positive. How many tests did she take?
Judge, she took a total of 4 tests.
And only one positive?
2 positive. The first positive for cocaine was May 11th.
No, how many? No, we asked her to take tests from August 10th into today. How many tests did we have her take then?
Oh, she's only submitted to 2 tests, Judge. She
and
tested.
How many was she supposed to submit to?
2. She missed. Oh, she was negative on August 21st. She was negative.
Okay, so she did at least submit to the test that we asked her to submit to, right?
That's correct, Judge.
All right. Yeah, so that's where that went. Ms. Ocampo, I don't know where you are with wanting to get sober or trying to reach sobriety, but I'll tell you what, the lies are never. She's gone. All right. Well, what we'll do.
Maybe she lost connection.
Yeah, she's back now.
I'm sorry, Judge. I did not hear. My internet actually failed, but sorry. I did not hear anything you said.
I said, Ms. Ocampo, I said, I don't know where you are. I said, first of all, you lied to us. That was I asked you that question, kind of knowing that you were not going to be sober as you claimed. So the first one, usually you get a pass, but you only get that pass if you tell the truth. And that's why that question was asked of you, whether you were going to test positive or not. And you were adamant that you weren't the last time on August 10th. So I don't know where you are in your life about trying to get sober, or if you're even seeking that for yourself. But I'll tell you what, one fundamental principle to it is just to start being honest. And you're not going to be able to reach that level if you're trying to do that. I don't know if that you're trying to do that or not, but you're not going to be able to reach that until you are going to start being honest with yourself and everybody around you. And obviously, you're just not at that point yet. So,
well,
go ahead.
I am starting therapy, like I said. I know he doesn't have confirmation. I'm not perfect. I didn't do my mistakes, and I'm actually learning from them. There is no excuses, and I don't have no excuse, to be honest. But
there's really
it's a step. I'm not gonna say I'm in the second step like my AA meetings. I'm not gonna say, I'm in the first step. I'm just starting. So it's a beginning. It's a start. It's something new for me. And that's all I could say.
But you even have to go to AA to learn how to be trustworthy.
No.
And things like that. You know what I'm saying?
I've always been a trustworthy person, and I know I disappointed, and I did lie. I'm not gonna,
I can't tell that you've already been a trustworthy person because every time you've been in front of me, you've lied to me. Every single solitary time you've lied to me. You came on here the first August 10th. You came on here, and before the court even started, I asked you, "How's it going?" Because you know something, I know that dealing with substance abuse is a tough road. I know it's tough for people. But I asked you, "How's it going?" And I didn't ask you that so you can incriminate yourself or so that you can. I asked you that genuinely because I would genuinely want to see you become successful, and I was willing to do everything I could to help you out in this regard. But you sat there and you told me everything was great, everything was good. You lied with one of the straightest faces I've ever seen. And then when Officer Bradfield got on here, he's like, "Judge, I don't know what you're talking about or she's talking about. She hasn't done anything." Now, at least at this point, you've done some things, and I'll give you credit for that. But when you lie, it doesn't fare good with your credibility, and it sort of just kind of ruins things, and it puts you way down and makes you have to rebuild your credibility. It's harder to rebuild your credibility than to start out with some credible in the beginning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow you that drug treatment court. I'm going to grant that because, quite frankly, I didn't want to have to send you to jail. And it's not you that I'm really concerned about. I'm really concerned about your young kids, and that's why I was so hesitant to send you to jail in the first place. But I'll tell you what, Shannon Holmes is a very good person, and she will go the extra mile with you if you are really, really interested in becoming sober and putting a lot of this stuff behind you. So I suggest that you go into her courtroom and you just let it be known. And don't try to hide or duck or dodge anything. Just come out with the truth with her, and she'll be able to, I'm sure she'll be able to, hopefully she'll be able to help you, but it's all gonna really start with you. So, hey, I'm disappointed. I am, and I'm not gonna say all is bad so much because I figured you were gonna lie that first time. I'm glad you came back sober the next time, and I'm glad you did the classes and the AA meetings that we have set. I hope that you're telling the truth about the outpatient treatment, but at this point, that's going to be a non-issue for me because you're going to be in front of Judge Holmes on the next court date you're here. Do we have another court date for her, or is that going to be a process that just going to have to assign?
Go down to the court. Just let the court know. Yeah,
okay. So, Mrs. Campbell, we're going to get some other information. We're going to call that courtroom, and we're going to find out if we can get you another court date, possibly on some things in the. We'll try to do that, and I just wish you the best of luck, man. Your kids need a sober parent to, to help them navigate and not fall in the same pitfalls that you've done in your life.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I understand. Quick question. There was the other case that because I have another court date with you on October the 10th, I believe, or the 8th. You were going to put all my cases together.
How is that going to go, Mr. Brett? Is that going to go to Mrs. Judge Holmes as well, or is that going to, do we need to adjudicate those now?
Your Honor, that could possibly stay with you.
See if she's eligible.
Okay, so you have to check the eligibility. Now, Officer Bradfield, as far as the eligibility, does it seem like she meets the criteria, or who makes that decision?
The drug court staff.
Okay. All right. What we'll do is we'll get some more information. I do recognize that there's some some misdemeanor traffic issues that Mrs. Ocampo has. What I can do is I can set those matters for another date, or we can ask them. Let me ask you a question.
Because they were gonna be either dismissed or I was gonna have to pay for them. I believe it was today.
What about the Okay, fine, thank you.
Because the police officer didn't show up to court.
All right, we'll see about that in a minute, all right?
In a what?
We'll see about that in a minute. Please mute yourself until I call your case again, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So, thank you.
Your Honor. I will submit a amended order, Judge. For drug
Okay,
court.
so is that complete? Your thing here, Mr. Officer Bradfield?
Yes, your court can contact drug court and she can be evaluated.
All right, we're doing that now. If I need anything further, I'll just have my clerk call you, all right?
Definitely. I appreciate that too, Judge.
I appreciate your work, sir.
Sorry you couldn't, it was a better outcome.
Yeah, I'm disappointed too, but it's just today. That's the way it is. All right, let's move on.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Baldwin.
Thank you, Mr. Baldwin.
To Devin Lee is gone. What's this, the other Mr. Lee? Tyrese Lee.
Someone from the court will actually be able to zoom in on Zoom meeting with us. It's gonna be maybe a couple minutes after the meeting.
Okay. Oh, very well.
But sure.
All right, very well. That's great. All right, Mr. Lee. You got a lot of things going on. Mr. Tyrese Lee, is it you there, sir? I can't hear you, sir. Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you Tyrese Lamont Lee, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go. All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Tyrese Lamont Lee. Case numbers. This is in warrant status 15-44-17031. Case number SP 119120, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 119120, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 397803, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 795639, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 819517, counts 1 and counts 2. SX 11933231, U 23620915, 134543, 1, 3. Counts 1, 2, and 3. 14, 4, 5, 3, 9, 5, 6. Counts 1 and counts 2. 14, 5, 6, 4, 0, 1, 9, 1. 15, 4, 6, 3, 8, 2, 1, 1. There's another case that's pending in Judge Kenneth King's court. I don't know if you're aware of it or not. I'm sure you are.
Yes, sir.
That's a lot of stuff. I mean, when I read that off to you, how does that? What do you think about that?
It's terrible.
I mean, I've seen worse, but it's not good. But one thing is good is that you're here and you're trying to get it behind you. I hope you're serious about it.
Yes,
and
sir.
Not just because you got that other open case.
No, sir. I tried to take care of it actually ahead of time. I went to the courts and tried to pay half of it, but I didn't have nowhere near the amount of money that I thought it would cost. So,
well, you weren't going to be able to pay anyway on these misdemeanors. You were going to have to come to court. But my point is, I hope that you're coming here not just for relief on the criminal case, the more serious criminal case, and that you're coming here with the genuine effort of turning your life around.
yes, sir. I don't even know how I got all them tickets. I don't even I don't know. It's crazy.
Well, I know one thing can lead to another, and it kind of snowballs. But again, we're not gonna belabor that point. We're just gonna go and move forward from this point on. And there's no offer in the file, and I guess that's from your repeated failures to appear. I guess the city attorney just figured, well, I put an offer in there because they didn't think you were going to show up anyway. But you're here, which is good, and we'll get through it, and we'll see if we can. If you're serious about really getting this stuff behind you, then we'll revisit some of these civil infractions that you had out there for so long that have got extra penalties and fees attached to them. And we'll see if we can help you out on those. I know I can help you out on those, but before I do that, I'm going to see if you're willing to help yourself and take care of some of the matters that you're going to have to pay. All right?
Yes, sir.
Now, what I can do, Mr. Baughman, is I can give your client a trial date on all the matters. I mean, a lot of the matters are going to be dismissed because of the age of the ticket.
Understood.
But I can give your client a trial date on the matters. Let's see. He's got some 2021 stuff in there. But
Mr. Lee, have you ever had a driver's license?
No, sir.
Okay, so that's going to make a difference, Your Honor. For that reason alone, I would ask for a trial date, if it pleases the court.
trial date? Yeah, he can do pretty good with it. He may be pretty good with a trial date.
Yeah.
The only new stuff that he's got, those couple of tickets from 2021, the other tickets are way, way old. All right, we'll do that. December 14th, sir, 2021. We're gonna recall the warrant on the one matter, and that matter it's got the warrant. It's got his middle name as Lamone, Lamone, instead of Lamont. So that's a 15-417-031 case. 15-441.
I can change the name to the right spelling.
031. Unless he says that's not him. What's your date of birth, sir?
2488.
And then on Rutland Street?
Yes, sir.
All right. So
No, I stayed on Rutland. I don't stay over there no more.
All right. Do we have a current address for you?
Yes, sir. Yes, they should have it. It's on 18970 Kentucky Street.
1970.
18970 Kentucky.
All right. All right, so you want that trial date, sir?
Yes, sir. Can my lawyer give me a call after? I haven't talked to him or
Here,
seen.
I'll put you in a breakout room. You may not have the same lawyer on that date, but I'll certainly put you in a breakout room with a very good lawyer now who is suggesting that you go to trial, but I'll give you an opportunity to speak with him.
Okay.
I'm in the breakout room.
Let's move on. Ms. Gibson,
Yes,
where are you, ma'am?
I'm here.
You have a valid driver's license and insurance, you said?
Yes,
Do you have those documentation?
yes.
All right. Pull her license, please. And that's
I have.
and then I'm gonna send my email address in the chat.
Okay.
You can send me that insurance documentation.
Okay.
All right. It is valid, man. All right, we're back on the record with Mr. Lee. And
Yes, sir.
I'm giving you an opportunity to speak with the lawyer, sir. What would you like to do?
Yes, we was going to set for trial.
That's correct, Your Honor. We'll ask for a bench trial by way of Zoom. The defendant knows he has a right to a jury trial. He's going to waive that here and now. Thank you.
All right, very well. Okay, Mr. Lee, your trial date is going to be December 14th, 2021 at 9 a.m. Just be there that day, and I'm sure we're going to work all this stuff out. Bring some money with you.
Yes, get your money up.
Yes, sir.
Bring some money with you.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you, if you're serious about this stuff, then I'll help you out on some of those civil infractions, all right?
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
All right, Mr. Lee, be safe. I'll see you December 14th.
Thank you.
9 a.m. Same way, Zoom, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, very well. Have a great day, sir.
You too.
right, this is the city of Detroit versus Adriana Lenoris Gibson, case number 217-28690, counts 1, 2, and 3, and 217-286-911. This is a matter that has a 16 to 20 old. Generally, the city of Detroit council, you're driving up Gratiot. I hope you're driving up Gratiot and not Flanders doing.
Yeah, I was driving up Gratiot.
So I did mention that you have that I did have to make a note that you have a valid driver's license, which we have confirmed you do have a valid driver's license. And you said you were going to send me insurance, and I'm giving you an opportunity to do that.
Yes, I'm sending it now. I had to come to my car and get it out the glove compartment.
That's very well. This is, you want to take another look at this. It's got, I don't see exactly how that written up where it's going. It's got a 16 to 20 over, and it has a valid driver's license. And there is, she's sending me proof of insurance. Well, I won't ask you to incriminate yourself right now, Mr. Gibson. We'll wait on that. Mr. Long is going to be next. That looks like that'll do it. Attorney for Manuel Leon, he's gone. You're breaking up, counselor.
Your Honor, present for Manuel. Can you
You're
hear
breaking
me
up.
better?
Can you cut off your video, please?
Can you hear me better?
No, not really. Manuel Leon got a blocking traffic $175 fine that he says he's going to pay today. That's what he took, the deal that he took.
Okay, thank you. I'll discuss it with my client. Thank you.
All right, make sure he pays that today, counselor.
Thank you.
All right, have a great day. He doesn't have much stuff to do with stuff that. Just a couple of matters where no insurance, no proof of insurance, no list.
How you doing?
Good. Proper license. Okay. If you can show proof of that insurance, ma'am, the offer just got a lot better for you, depending on whether you have that proof of insurance or not.
Okay, I sent it via email.
Your insurance, do you have it with you right now?
Yes, I just sent it to your email too.
Can you hold it up to the screen so we can read it? What's that?
Progressive.
All right. Here. Miss Gibson.
Yes.
While you're going $52 miles an hour up Gratiot, I don't know. Why? Why are you doing it?
I honestly was going with the flow of the traffic, even though I shouldn't have been speeding.
Right, all right. I won't discount that because I know they be riding up grass, don't they?
Yes.
All right, listen now, slow down, because I'm not gonna give you this break again. You just like Mr. Manuel today or Mr. Leon today, you have to slow down because you come in here speeding again, either you're gonna eat the points or you're gonna go to trial on the matter, all right?
Yes.
All right, now.
I took the class too that you wanted me to take. Did you want me to email you the certificate?
Oh yeah, let's talk about the class. Let's talk about the class. All right, so I didn't have it down here. I don't know why I didn't write that down here. It is checked off. Let's talk about the class. So tell us, what did you get out of it?
A lot. It was 14 chapters. I learned a lot about, a collision, what to do if it was an accident and stuff like alcohol, driving.
All right, let's stop. Let's get some specifics now. You first mentioned collision and what to do in an accident. Tell us about that.
Well, with that, I learned, it was a lot. It was a lot to take in. So it's kind of, I'm trying to
You
remember.
didn't take any notes. You knew that you were going to be here and have to say all
No,
this.
I have notes written in my iPad. I just don't have it with me right now. But I definitely had notes. But
you knew that you were going to be here and have to do this today. I know I told you that, didn't I?
I didn't know I was going to have to explain everything about the class in here, but yeah.
All right. Well, okay, let's talk about the collision. I haven't taken the class, but it feels like I have because I've had so many people that have come in and they've done a lot better job than you have in explaining what's going on. But it sounds like you took the class just by you giving those specifics of how long the class was and things like that. And it sounds like you got something out of the class. But, so when they talk about the collision, did they talk about what to do when you have a collision? Did they mention anything about having both hands on the steering wheel?
Yes, it did.
And what did it say about that?
I honestly can't remember off the top of my head. I'm just being honest. But I do have it in my notes.
All right. What else did you learn out of the class, Ms. Gibson?
As far as what causes most accidents is like it comes from people tailgating. So it's like I just learned, that when I do drive to keep a certain distance between the cars, speeding. Of course, I won't be doing that again, no matter if everybody else is speeding.
And I don't know if you saw the news today, but somewhere on Michigan Avenue, it was a fatal injury accident this morning. So somebody lost their life this morning because of some sort of driving infraction. Had to, because it's got to be some infraction for some accident to lose their life, and that's got to be it's very catastrophic in this sense because somebody died. So you see why the court wants you to go through what we put you through, and why the court is so stern on the speeding and stuff.
Yes.
And you did you enjoy the class?
Yes, it was a lot of information.
All right. Well, go back and make sure that this is an order. Go back and make sure that you go through those notes every now and then, and be ready to. I mean, you just have to have that information right in the front of your brain when you get in the vehicle, because it's thank God that wasn't you, but unfortunately for that person this morning, they made a catastrophic mistake. Somebody did somewhere. All right?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Baughman, will your client agree, stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the purposes of the plea? Did we lose Mr. Baughman? Mr. Baughman? All right. Can you raise your right hand, ma'am? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. You understand that the maximum possible penalty for these misdemeanors are 93 days in jail and/or a $500 fine?
Yes.
You understand, ma'am, that you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what I stated in the record?
No.
Okay, ma'am. On or around March 16, 2021, at around 8:05 p.m., did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes.
And on that day, were you pulled over for speeding, ma'am?
Yes.
Or you pulled over for speeding because you actually were speeding, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. I'm going to accept your plea to the amended count of blocking traffic. I'm going to fine you $175, ma'am.
Okay.
It's when can you pay that?
I could pay it today.
All right, very good. Well, I'm going to dismiss all the other matters. So that's going to be the amended from the speeding, and the other 3 matters are going to be dismissed. Okay. All right. And you say you're going to pay today. I'm going to put in the system for you September 7th for that payment, just to give you a little bit of time. Hopefully you can get that thing closed out today, but if you have the very latest September 7th, ma'am, to pay that, because if you don't, then you're going to lose the deal.
Okay.
So I pay it today.
Am I able to pay online?
You're able to pay online at 36districtcourt.org. You're able to pay at any DivDav kiosk in the city of Detroit, or you can come down to the court and pay it in person.
Okay.
Okay, Mrs. Gibson, if there's nothing further, please slow down and please be safe, all right?
Thank you.
Have a great day, ma'am.
You too.
All right. I lied, Mr. Long. You're going to be last. Let me take care of Ms. Ocampo. Good morning, Ms. Cleveland. How are you?
Hi, how are you, Your Honor? I'm sorry, can you hear me okay?
Yes, we're back on the record with Mrs. Liliana Ocampo. We have Ms. Ocampo has agreed to enter into, and you're here to let her know if she's eligible. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. If possible, I would like to go into a breakout room with her so that I can do a little preliminary screen and have a conversation with her about the program.
I'm going to put you, rejoin that breakout room, Mrs. Ocampo, that I have assigned you.
Okay.
You know how to do that?
Yes, I do.
All right, very well.
I'm getting familiar with this.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I'll let them talk now, Mr. Long. We got a book. don't even know why you're here, Mr. Long. All right, are we back?
I don't.
It never showed up on my screen.
That should be the same one. I'm gonna put you in a different room so you can get that prompt. You're Spencer Long, the third or the second? You gotta unmute yourself, sir. Still have to unmute yourself. Is in the bottom left corner, sir. You have an audio button. It should have a mute, unmute.
There you are, sir. Can you hear me now, Your Honor? All right. In this matter, sir, he was my attorney previous. He had nothing to do with this situation.
What situation are we here for?
Well, sir, you were going to dismiss my tickets after I'd done the community service because I'd asked due to time served in my federal sentence. And you said I had to do a little bit more than just do that time, and you included 40 hours of community service. And of course, the payment that the court required of $180.
Let's call the cases. This case number SP 670044, counts 2 and 3. And count 1. 1048878.
Ms. Gray from Community Service will email me this completed.
All right. And then she confirms that he completed it, right? All right. All right, Mr. Long, we have confirmation that you have completed the community service. So we're going to give you a fresh start here, sir.
Thank you.
Sounds like you're very deserving of it, and you've complied with all the terms and conditions that were asked of you from this court. I'm glad you got reconnected with that pastor and enjoyed your time over there. What's that name of that church?
New Light Family Christian Center. It's on Warrington and West McNichols. 6 Mile. Dr. Yule Alexander.
What's his name?
Dr. Yule Alexander.
Spell the last name.
AX.
First name.
The first name, sir, is EU. Let me spell it. Let me check it again, sir. Spell it correctly. EURAL.
And coincidentally, that's the church, and it wasn't, I don't think it wasn't New Life Family Center at the time, but that's the church where my aunt used to go to, right next to the Dairy Queen right there. Well, I think the Dairy Queen might be closed down now.
Yeah, the Dairy Queen is gone.
Dairy Queen, that's where we went as a kid, and I used to go to church a lot of times with my aunt at that same church.
Well, I've been to the Dairy Queen. I probably saw you there, Your Honor.
Oh yeah, I used to go there back when I was a kid and all the time in the early 80s, late 70s and early 80s, and all the way up until, going to church with my aunt in the 90s, that place was there.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It seems I can see you're in that area. Have you been in that area all your life?
I'm a JZU UD High grad. I'm a JZU kid. I'm a total neighborhood guy.
When did you graduate from UD High School?
I'm an 84 Cub.
So you know my brothers.
Yes, I do.
So, man, you know my brother Bill Perkins?
Yes, I do.
He was the first black president of UD High School.
I sure do know that.
You know my Christian. He didn't stay around UD too long. He ended up finishing at Benedictine, and then my brother Todd went to UD as well.
I know them all.
That's a small world. That's a small world.
Yes, it is. We run in a lot of the same circles. We can sit here, probably, Your Honor, and we'd be surprised on who we do not know.
So why didn't you mention that before?
So I don't believe in that. That wouldn't be professional of me to come on you like that, Your Honor. I did wrong.
It's not coming on me in any way. You saying, hey, Your Honor, I'm not. Hey, we got to. You know what I'm saying? That goes back a long way.
I'm glad saying it now. I feel great telling you now.
I'm glad you now. Is this your is this your church of choice now, or do you have?
Well, ironically, Your Honor, I am an associate pastor at Conquering King Baptist Church on Van Dyke and Olympia on the east side of Detroit. So it was really kind of therapeutic to go from my church to work at another church to help that brother out. So I really will be visiting him, and he'll be visiting me. So we've made that mutual arrangement.
All right, and what's your church?
Conquering King Independent Missionary Baptist Church. We're located on Van Dyke at Olympia.
Conquering King.
Yes, sir. Under Pastor Mays.
All right. So I'm gonna drop in on you guys one Sunday too and meet you personally.
I appreciate that. Matter of fact, we'd like you to come. We have men's ministry on Saturdays, the third Saturday of every month, and would love to invite you to come and luncheon with us and speak and break bread and fellowship.
And what I've done is I have had the opportunity what our mission here in courtroom 434, and I think I can speak for the whole 36th District Court, but our mission here is to bring the court to the community. So I implore people that have friends, relatives, families with the last name G, L, or O, if they have some outstanding traffic issues, that want them to be able to zoom on in so we can hear them. And I know some people are hesitant. They got warrants. They think they're going to go to jail. We're giving $0 bonds. We're trying to get everybody in the community with a driver's license legally on the road. And it's our effort to try and stop the revolving door of this driving while license suspended things. So I had the opportunity, a friend of ours goes to the Fountain of Truth Christian Center on Chalmers, and she talked to the bishop there, Bishop Jones, and he gave me the opportunity on a Sunday to come in and promote our message here in the court. And I let the congregation know that if you have a traffic matter, zoom in. We'll get you on the docket. If we can't get you on the docket that day, we can at least coordinate in the system and get the warrants off of you. And we've had at least 5 or 6 of their congregants that took advantage of that. So I would do the same as well to you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I would love to be able to, and you can let Dr. Alexander know that I would love to be able to come in and speak to his congregation as well, because it's it's a vicious cycle. Yesterday I had the opportunity to get back on the bus again.
Mm-hmm.
And my car was, my daughter's car was down, so she dropped me off at work. My mom had to go to the doctor's office, and that took long hours and hours. So I told her, I said, don't worry about it, I'll catch the bus home. And I was so disappointed in the service. It took me, at the very least, 45 minutes to wait on a Woodward bus.
Wow.
And this is a Woodward bus. This is a bus, this is the main artery that gets people everywhere. I say if you get on Woodward Avenue, you should be able to get to anywhere in the world, right? If you can make it to Woodward Avenue.
From the river to 8 Mile. Absolutely.
And I couldn't believe that it would take you 45 minutes to get that. So I can only imagine how difficult it is for these people that don't have the benefit of having a vehicle to try and get to work on time and things like that. And it's always the narrative that they're the ones that don't want to work, or they're the ones that are the problem. That nobody wants to look in the mirror and say, all right, there is a problem with this. We need to fix this.
That's a great
point,
John.
It's just I was in one regard, that's all I used to travel. That was all I didn't have a car, none during high school. Every day I caught the bus, I had the benefit of not having to do that now, but I did that thinking this should be very easy. I'm not asking for a 7-mile bus. I'm not asking for a Dexter bus or something where they should be on time. I'm asking for a Woodward bus. And it was 45 minutes or more. I think I'm being generous with the 45 minutes, because as I was walking up to Woodward, I hadn't seen a bus pass at all.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why, I talked to my cousin the other day. We were at my brother's house, and he said, I tell him to watch me on YouTube and check out court. He says, man, you got to hit him a little harder sometimes. That's why, people think that we're probably a little more lenient in this court, but I do that because I understand the issues. And just like Mr. Lee earlier, he has a whole host of matters, but I applaud him for being here and stepping up to the plate. And like I say, if he's the type of person that is really making an effort to take care of the stuff, then I'm going to meet him halfway in that so that we can help him get to the finish line.
That's all right, Your Honor. That's a positive thing, Your Honor. And I certainly have to tell you, Your Honor, just why I have you here. I appreciate the court, everything you've done. And this is what I've gone through in this struggle. But, the probation people, Reverend Alexander, it's just been a good, powerful experience, and it teaches you. And I always believe in humility keeps you humbled and grounded. And this did. And I really, really enjoyed this fellowshipping with Reverend Alexander. It was a really good time. It was a lot of fun time, and help do something that can see the church growth and see him grow. And he's a very good man. So you definitely enjoy him. And we certainly enjoy you coming over to Conquering King, 9746 Van Dyke, sir. So anytime, certainly. Pastor Mays would love to have you.
I'm going to send you my information in the chat, and I'll send you my personal cell number, and you can give me a call. But I'll leave this though, and I'll say I really like your positive attitude. I know that, being a U of D grad, that I know that it's nothing out here that you can't accomplish, because I'm sure they put you through all the tests possible. And it's a true test of a man that, it's easy for us to go through life with no adversity and to have everything and go through life like that. The true test of a man is when there is adversity. And then when they are almost seemingly down and out on their worst times. And I know that 6 months, probably something that you never imagined, but then that was probably the worst time of your life. But I see now just the spirit that you bring to this court and the way that you're speaking today, that you've overcome that, and you got a lot more to give to the city and to the fellow mankind. So we're going to expect a lot from you, Mr. Long.
Thank you, Mr. Perkins. Thank you, Your Honor. I certainly appreciate that. I'm a true man for others. I believe in our creed and our motto of being men for others, and I want to stand up and always be a man for others. And you know something, I didn't go to U of D. I broke the mold and I went to Shrine. And but if there was kind of and my time at Shrine was okay. I didn't have it was a good place. I met a lot of good people, but looking back on it, I sent my son to U of D, and he's a 6-year guy there, and you guys have a brotherhood that is second to none. Like I'm sure you know that. That's why I see Mr. Uddybat as your lawyer. It just comes by happenstance. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
These are names that I've known all my life, and I've probably seen you when I was a little kid and didn't even know it now.
Absolutely, Your Honor, you did. So we go back, Bill. Oh yes, sir. We certainly do know a lot of stuff.
All right, so it's going to be the order of the court that we, based on the agreement that Mr. Long has entered into with the court, based on the time that he has served, 6 months and 3 years on federal probation. During the pendency of these matters, or even after these matters, and the 40 hours of community service, we're going to zero out all fines and costs, and we'll zero all that under time served, and we will knock out all reinstatement fees as well.
Thank you, Your Honor. Certainly appreciate that, Judge Perkins. Certainly do. Thank you.
Time served, we'll give them time served 6 months. All right, Mr. Long, I'm gonna send you that information now, and feel free to reach out to me. I would love to be able to do that. I would love to be able to meet you in person.
Absolutely, sir. Certainly can't wait. Certainly will. And I know a lot of Shrine people too, so we probably go that way.
Sure you do. I'm sure you do.
Knights. We go back with the Knights as well. So I know Jim McDougal and all those folks starting from there down.
Now, is Mr. McDougal still alive?
I think he is. I think he stepped down from coaching. I think old Jim McDougal's too tough to die.
Yes, he is. Too mean, too.
Too mean.
I know his wife. She really
mean to die.
I'll tell you what, I went to Hampton and I had Mrs. Cohen as my math teacher. My mom started me out on loving math because I couldn't help but love it. She pounded it in my head. And then I got to Hampton Junior High and Miss Cohen was there. And oh my gosh, if you had to get it together in front of her. And then when I went to Shrine, I see Miss Cohen reincarnated in Miss McDougal. Mr. McKee's wife. And she was just as mean, and she stayed on me so hard, but every time she tried to put me on the spot and called me up to the front of the board between my mom and Miss Cohen, they had me prepared, so she couldn't throw a math question at me that I didn't know.
Oh yeah. I used to love those folks, good people.
All right, I sent you that in the chat, sir, and I look forward to meet you in person and trying to get some of those efforts that we talked about into fruition.
I certainly appreciate that, Your Honor. I will be reaching out to you. Thank you again so much for everything.
All right, thank you very much. You did the work, sir.
I appreciate that, sir. Thank you.
All right, have a great day.
You too, sir.
So, who do we have here that's come in late? Super late.
I apologize.
I didn't ask for an apology. I said, who do we have here? Are you a Risty 05?
Yes, Tashima Long.
Oh, you're Tashima Long. You're not a Risty 05. Well, you are a Risty 05 too. Look at this. Miss Long. All right, let's go. How are you today, ma'am?
All right, I guess.
Let's see here. I have a note here. Please give offers on all matters. Oh, let me stop first, and let's go with Mrs. Case Manager Cleveland and Mrs. Ocampo. Where are we at, Ms. Cleveland?
Hello, Judge? She's actually talking to her supervisor. That's what she is right now.
They had to call the supervisor out on you, huh?
No, she just had to talk to him about something.
All right.
But she'll be back.
Let's call the, let's see what the.
Hey, Your Honor.
Oh, you're back?
Yes, the reason why I'm having a conversation with my supervisor is because Ms. Ocampo has a felony assault matter on her record, and we have to make sure that she's still qualified to come into our program. So that's why I'm having a conversation.
I can believe that.
Yeah. Are you still on probation now, Ms. Ocampo, for that, or did you complete it?
I'm about to complete it this month.
Okay, is it, what did you say it was because of payment? So,
No, it's actually because I had to take my other class.
okay, hold on.
Now that I might not believe.
Okay. All right, I'll be right back, Your Honor. I'm so sorry.
No problem. Let's see what Mrs. Long has going on. Ms. Long got a lot of stuff going on. Don't you, Ms. Long?
As usual, Mr. Perkins.
Why is it as usual? What you say that as a bad thing? You can have a lot of good stuff going on and be excited about it.
It's about equal.
Oh, okay. So you got some good and some bad. I guess everybody does, though, right?
Yes.
All right. I guess this stuff is not so bad. I hope it doesn't get any worse. It's not any worse than this.
No, I'm sorry for being late. I got a 2-year-old that don't know time. So.
No, but his mom knows. Is it a boy or a girl?
A little boy.
His mom knows time, though, doesn't she?
Huh?
His mom knows time. Don't come in here blaming a little 2-year-old for you being late. You could have signed on told the court, hey, you hear the baby in the background crying and all that stuff. You just were late.
Yeah, I'm late for work too. My boss will be calling me in a minute.
Do you want to set another date, ma'am, so you can get to work, or you want to take care of this today?
I guess we can make another date because I don't have nothing in order.
Nothing, huh?
Mm-mm.
So what do you need to get in order? Because I see that we were here. Said all matters for pretrial today. What happened before?
Huh?
What happened before? What happened when did you come to court before?
Yeah, you just rescheduled it.
All right, so let me ask you this. You didn't get the dog license. Do you still have the dog, ma'am?
No, he had died on December 21st. He got hit by a car and he died. I had a funeral for him and stuff.
And did you have proof of that funeral, ma'am? Do you have an obituary? Do you have an obituary or something that you can provide the court?
Well, listen, I had the funeral live on Facebook, so I will have to find like the video and it where you want a picture of the dog.
Can you give us that proof of that video that you had the dog died? I'm trying to help you out with the dog tickets, ma'am.
I mean, yeah, I can find it. It happened last year. It's on my timeline on Facebook.
I'm not on Facebook. I never got on Facebook before in my life, so I don't know how it works. But if you can find proof that you actually, in court, you need evidence, right? You can't just come in and say, the dog is dead, and I had a funeral for the dog, and we accept that and just wipe the tickets away. I don't think the city attorney is gonna really want to operate like that. But I think that if you showed him the funeral, or you sent us an obituary for the dog, and told us what funeral home you went through and all that stuff, then he
I had a
may be able.
funeral at home. I just had the funeral at my house.
I'm just joking with you, ma'am.
Oh.
But if you can get the video, ma'am, of the funeral, then we may be able to show that to him, and that may be convincing enough of him that do you have any dogs now?
No.
That may be convincing of him to work with you on that matter.
Okay, I'm trying to say.
So, but let me do this. You need to get to work. We're going to give you one last final pretrial. Do you have license, ma'am? Do you have insurance? Do you have registration, or do you have any of that stuff?
I don't have I have license, but I haven't paid all my tickets yet.
You don't have a license then. You just have a card that says driver's license on there. That's not worth the paper is printed on, is it, ma'am?
I don't be driving though.
All right. I'm gonna set a final pretrial, ma'am.
Hand me a pen.
Is 3 weeks gonna be good enough?
That should be fine.
September 21, 2021 at 8:30.
Okay.
All right, 8:30.
September 21st.
September 21st.
Okay.
2021 at 8:30, ma'am. We're gonna see if we can get all these matters and get this stuff behind you. Let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Tashima Michelle Long. Did I get that correct?
Yes.
Case numbers SP 1146921, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 11469-261, SP 1196018, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 1196022, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 1197235, 1, V 1207672, B 1207680, and B 1207720. All right, ma'am. Like I said, next time be prepared. Show us that you have that video ready for that dog funeral.
Okay.
What was the dog's name?
Papa.
Papa. And how old was Papa?
Oh, he was about 6 years old.
And he didn't have sense enough to stay off the street?
I think he was smelling like a girl dog or something over there.
That'll do it. That'll do it. All right. What kind of dog was Papa?
He was a gray pit bull.
All right. Okay, so have that video ready, ma'am, and then have whatever else you need ready. And that'll give you some time to get up on a little bit of cash too. So bring some cash with you next time.
Okay.
Final pre-trial.
It's gonna be on Zoom. I have to come in.
On Zoom. It's easy. On Zoom.
Okay.
Just gotta zoom in at 8:30.
Yes, sir.
The quicker you come, the quicker we'll get you out of here, all right?
Huh?
The quicker you get here, the quicker we'll get you out.
Okay.
All right. February 21st, 8:30. That's gonna be a final pre-trial. Have a great day, ma'am.
You too.
Okay. We're back on the record again with Mrs. Ocampo. Please take Mrs. Ocampo off my hands.
Your Honor, unfortunately, that's why I had to confer with my supervisor. Ms. Ocampo has that, she has that felony conviction for assault, great bodily harm, and our program does not allow for individuals that have those convictions to come into the specialty court at this time. So my supervisor said that we would not be able to accept her based on her prior conviction.
Oh my goodness.
Your Honor, can we have a case manager for appearance on?
Oh, I apologize. My name is Toshi Cleveland, and I am a case manager for Specialty Court Drug Treatment Court here at 36th District Court.
Oh my goodness. What am I gonna do? There's no advice. There's no advice. I mean, what is it? It's just I guess I'm stuck with this.
Your Honor, it's also my understanding too that probation can make some requirements that are similar to what we do in specialty court, and possibly that the probation officer that is her current probation officer can advise a little bit better on that. But they do have some similar parts of their program that they could.
Bradfield back on the line. Okay, so I appreciate everything, Ms. Cleveland. I don't know if you want to speak with the probation officer, or I don't think that's necessary right now. I'm sure he probably knows a lot of the information that you want to provide, or do you need to provide him with some new information or something?
Well, what I would do right now is let the administrative assistant know that we cannot accept this person in our program, and then they will give it back to Mr. Bradfield, and then Mr. Bradfield will go from there.
Okay. All right, we're going to get him back on the line. If there's nothing further, I appreciate your efforts.
Thank you so much for your patience too.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Cleveland.
I'll see you soon.
Take care.
Yeah. And for the record, I told you, Ms. Campbell, if you have one slip up, I was gonna send you to jail.
I know.
We'll wait for Mr. Bradfield. Mr. Baughman, where is Mr. Baughman?
I judge.
Mr. Bradfield, we got a little bit of setback. Mrs. Ocampo is not eligible for the drug treatment board.
They say why?
I guess it is left to us to deal with Mrs. Ocampo. And the last time we were here, I'm gonna let Mr. Baughman sign back on. I don't know where he went. But the last time we were here, I told Ms. Ocampo if she had one slip up, that I'd be sending her to jail.
Definitely.
Because I don't feel like, I just don't feel like supervising this situation where I don't know if there's going to be any other outcome in the end. Because I don't feel you're going to stop Ms. Ocampo.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I am too. I mean, how? I guess with the AA is the best way to stop. Are you in AA or are you in?
Yes, sir. I'm doing actually both.
Do you have any recommendation, Officer Bradfield?
Yes, I do have a recommendation. Since she's not eligible for drug court, I believe Ms. Ocampo is going to need an intensive level of treatment, like inpatient, where she goes in. She goes in for a while. Residential inpatient treatment.
And how long is that program?
It depends. It depends. It could be 20 days, it could be 30 days. She needs to enroll in that.
And then when you say it depends, is it going to depend on the individual or is it going to depend on the program?
It depends on the individual. It depends on the individual.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, Ms. Ocampo. I'm not gonna beat up on you too bad because I did feel that you weren't telling me the truth the first time. And, I sort of just sent you to that first testing that day just to confirm what I already felt that I knew. I will say that you You were negative the next time, which I don't know what that means. Whether you just hadn't partied in a couple of days and you were clean, or whether it was an actual case of you attempting to make an effort to achieve sobriety. I did tell you to do the victims impact class, and you took that. I did tell you to do the alcohol highway safety class, and you took that. I hope that you got something out of those classes. And you confirmed that those AA meetings are legit. Is that AA and NA, Officer Bradfield, or do you know that or not?
I believe it's Alcohol Anonymous, Judge.
So you tell me, Mrs. Ocampo, that you showed proof of Alcoholics Anonymous, and how are you telling me that you're in NA as well?
I can send him the other paperwork for the NA.
I would think that that would be a big deal.
Give me 1 second.
Now, did you go to?
Yes, I have the paper, but I have to look it through my paperwork.
Now, did you go down there to the Southwest Detroit Justice Center?
I didn't hear you. What?
Did you go to the Southwest Detroit Justice Center?
No, actually, it's called Volver a Vivir. It's on Dex.
No, I'm asking, did you go meet those people at the Southwest?
No, I haven't. No. The one you said it was on Lawndale, I believe?
Yes.
No, I did not, but I can go and see them.
All right. Mr. Goffman,
Your Honor, forgive my disappearance. My phone went dead.
we're on the record with Mrs. Ocampo.
Yes.
And you know, I was pretty clear with Mrs. Ocampo that if there's any kind of hiccups, that she'd be going to jail, because I'm just not in the business of trying to supervise someone that, quite frankly, doesn't want the help. And I think that we've been here enough times to see that Mrs. Ocampo doesn't, really have that much regard for the court. If she's willing to use cocaine while she's on bond with the court, or this is probation with the court, and she is that enticing to her to do that and risk going to jail when she knows that, then I don't know what to say.
Understood, Your Honor.
Probation officer, Mr. Bradfield, he has a request for an inpatient treatment for Mrs. Ocampo. Quite frankly, I think that's better than jail, because at least she can get the help that she seems to need. Still haven't gotten any money, but I told her at the end of the day that we weren't really even at that point right now, because I kind of figure her financial situation is bad. But if she's doing cocaine,
right,
There's some money somewhere.
There's some money somewhere.
Understood.
So do you want to go in a breakout room and speak with Mrs. Ocampo and see if you can help her out in any way?
Yeah, I'd be happy to, Your Honor, if it would please the court.
All right. Can you rejoin that room, Ms. Ocampo?
Yes, I can.
Please do. Okay, wait on that. So what do you think? I knew I was setting her up. What do you think? Officer Bradfield?
She's just not getting it. And if she doesn't go inpatient residential treatment, she needs to go to jail for a few days and come back. Jail should be an option because she's not understanding the seriousness of what's going on. And I agree with what you said. We're not going to supervise someone who's not going to take this seriously.
I'm inclined to give her one more shot. She did do some work. How many times are we testing her now?
Twice per month. Twice per month.
Doesn't matter. We're beyond that now. And it's a 93-day misdemeanor, right?
Yes, Judge.
And I can sentence her for like 5 days and hold the rest in abeyance.
But she don't care about that.
That's what I was concerned all along.
Yeah. But she don't care about it. Why should we?
No, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna still care about it. You need something, nothing else to do. I definitely am always gonna care about the kids. Oh, no, I wanted to do that.
Hot sun.
Well, it was cool. I just was like, All right, we're back on the record. I've given you an opportunity to speak with counsel, Mrs. Ocampo.
Your Honor.
What do you have to say on behalf of your client, Mr. Baughman?
After speaking to my client and understanding that I believe her application for drug court was denied, she would not object to attending an inpatient program, a 30-day inpatient program or whatever the comprehensive evaluation would show was necessary. She would ask this court if, what she wants to know basically, Judge, is after she goes to rehab for 30 days, then what? Is she going to come back before this court and still be continued on probation and have to go through probation through, whatever pleases the court, 6, 8, 10, 12 months? Or would this court be inclined, upon seeing successful completion of this inpatient program, this court would be inclined at that time to close the case?
Well, I would think that, and I'm gonna let Officer Bradfield, give some more insight on that, but I would think that the treatment is to sort of straighten things out. And then there would still be some oversight, after that. And the reason being is if the treatment works, then the oversight is nothing. It's, you should just be able to walk right through that. I think that in the alternative, we can issue a jail sentence and then close the matter out. But I don't know that, I don't know. So I'll let Officer Bradfield speak to that as well.
Very well, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I'm definitely standing behind that Ms. Ocampo enters inpatient treatment. And then after she gets discharged successfully from that program, she undergo intensive outpatient or outpatient treatment and continue being on probation. Her year of probation is not up. It's not up officially until March of 2022. So she has plenty of time and there is no rush for Ms. Ocampo to be discharged from probation.
Understood. Ms. Ocampo, do you understand?
I think we lost her.
No, she's still here.
No, I think she's frozen though.
Oh.
So we can speak off the record. We have, can I go into a breakout room with you? I can join that breakout room, can I? Why don't we all go, Officer Bradfield and Mr. Baughman, we'll all go into a breakout room off the record.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm in room 2.
I'm gonna bring you out of room 2 and put you, because I don't want Campbell to be able to join the room.
I'm in room 3 now, Your Honor.
All right.
This house has open breakout rooms. Please wait to be assigned.
Pleased.
Don't start the day at your set. Yep. You're welcome. All right, take care.
I got the certificate already. Yeah, fax tell me. Fax it to me. Attention right now.
All right. I believe that puts us back in the session. Can everyone unmute themselves now? Ms. Ocampo, can you unmute yourself, please? Ms. Ocampo.
Yes,
All right, we're back.
I'm sorry about that. My internet is not functioning right today.
Not concerned about your, not concerned about that at all. I'm concerned about you doing what you're supposed to do, getting this matter behind. I'm trying to exercise the utmost restraint. We had This is gonna proceed, and your lawyer has done a lot, of advocacy on your behalf. Even Mr. Bradfield.
Yes, Your Honor.
He's rooting for you. I mean, I think we're all rooting for you, but I don't know of any more fair probation officer in the entire building than he. And he was at the point that he says 30 days, 30 days inpatient treatment. And that was basically a deal for you. But I think that what your counselor has done is kind of convinced Mr. Bradfield and myself that we're going to give you a very, very, very short leash. Very short. And we're going to have you back in 2 weeks. We're going to have you back September 14th.
September 14th.
At 8:30. But, ma'am, here's the deal. The stakes, we've raised the stakes have been raised. You're going to be testing 3 times per week, random. So today is going to be one of those days. I can ask you right now, ma'am, is it going to be positive or is it going to be negative?
Probably positive.
I wish I would have asked that before I'm allowing you
to. You said to be honest, so I'm being honest.
I know. That's what I said. Positive for what, ma'am?
Cocaine.
So we're spinning our wheels, right?
I didn't hear you.
I said we're spinning our wheels, man. Here, you need some help, don't you?
Lord Jesus, what happened now?
You don't hear me, man?
No. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't see you, so give me 1 second. I don't know.
Ms. Ocampo? We're spinning our wheels here, huh?
Can you hear me?
Yes. I can hear. I said, Ms. Ocampo, we're spinning our wheels here, right?
Yep.
We're spinning our wheels and we're not going anywhere. Right? Would you agree with that?
In part, yes.
In large part, right?
Yes.
All right.
But a phase from recovery, you start with admitting that you are an abuser. So, I mean, I'm just in the first step. So,
Does Mr. Bradfield, does AANA allow for any use at all? Do they allow for those missteps?
Not to be beneficial, Judge. Not supposed to be using. Those are support group meetings. So it's counterproductive.
You were saying we couldn't hear you, Ms. Ocampo.
I was not saying nothing.
All right, I was inclined to give you the extra 2 weeks to see where you would be in 2 weeks. But I quite frankly don't think that, I think that we're wasting our time with that. I think that we're wasting our time with being back here in 2 weeks. I think you'll be wasting your money to go and test because it's going to cost you money to go and test, and I think you'll just be wasting that money. So now I can give you 2 options. I can give you the inpatient treatment option, or I can give you 60 days in jail and we'll close it out. We'll close all the matter out. Which one would you like, Ms. Ocampo?
Can you repeat that again?
I can give you the intensive inpatient treatment program. And whether that be 20, 30 days or whatever that's going to be, then that's like Mr. Officer Bradfield said, that's on you and how serious you are about kick this habit. Or I can give you 60 days in jail and I can close it all out. You won't have any probation or anything.
When would I have to turn myself in?
I can give you, what, 7 days?
And if I do the intake, then am I still gonna keep going with this?
Yeah, we're gonna keep going. Yeah, that's part of it. But like you said, you know, we're not just giving you the intake so that you can just pacify the court and then go back and live in the life that you want to live. We're not doing that. We're trying to give you the intensive inpatient treatment so that you can actually kick your habit. But if you're not interested in doing that, then there's no sense in us even going there. It's really no sense, and that's why I was trying to give you the 2 weeks and let you perform. I try to exercise all kind of restraints that I can for you, but I understand you have a problem, but it's only so much I can do for you if you can't do anything for yourself. And I think everybody in this courtroom right now was wishing that you succeeded. We talked about you when you left the courtroom the last time, and we thought we should have just brought you back in 2 weeks then, just to keep monitoring how you're doing. But you're positive on that day when you knew you were going to be positive, and you know that you're probably going to be positive again. And regardless of whether it's positive or negative, you know you've been using it, and you know you're not supposed to. So I don't know whether you're interested in stopping or not. That's going to be your decision.
So the intake, I still have to go in, right?
You have to go in. You must go in.
Is it going to be here in Michigan?
Yes.
And we still haven't got confirmation that you sought the outpatient treatment that we asked you to seek. Now, we did say that you didn't have to be enrolled right now because we know that probably will take a little longer than what we gave you, but we still haven't gotten confirmation that you did.
I have her email. I just sent Mr. Bradfield. I sent him an email. I sent her an email, you know, because I did ask her when I went to do my intake, and I had therapy the following Monday because I have therapy every Monday. She's the one who keeps rescheduling. And I asked her, I pleaded with her to please send an email to Mr. Bradfield to confirm that I was going to therapy. And she never did it. I just sent her another email right now, you know, to please send Mr. Bradfield confirmation that I was going to, you know, the outpatient program. She hasn't responded. Can you get my phone, please? I left it outside.
What do you say we should do this, Mrs. Ocampo?
I didn't hear you.
What do you say we should do with it?
Honestly, I don't know.
And you see that if you can't honestly say what you think should be done, you see what position that puts us in? That only leaves us really with the other two choices that we offered you.
Mm-hmm. Can I speak to the counselor real quick?
Certainly.
Thank you.
How do with this moment? Mr. Bradfield, can I have you come to the court? Are you on this floor? You're on the fourth floor, aren't you?
Third floor, Judge.
Can I have you come here briefly?
Sure.
All right, come on up here and we can finish this session while you're in person.
Okay, Judge.
All right, thank you. Which floor is Shannon Holmes on 3?
She's on 1.
She's on 1?
133. The courtroom? Yes. Good morning, Joe.
Your Honor. Could you put me back in the breakout room? I had to switch devices.
Yeah, I'll throw you back in the breakout room.
I'll be right back.
Take your time.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, we're ready.
Okay. Mr. Baughman, I've given you an opportunity. We have Mr. Bradfield here, Mr. Bradfield here in person. What, I'm ready to go ahead and make a ruling. But I'll give you an opportunity to let you guys speak.
Very well. After having a discussion with Ms. Ocampo, she's got a tough decision to make here. My understanding is that she is going to turn herself in with the understanding that she will be jailed in the Wayne County Jail for a period of time as this court prescribes. And that's the tough decision that she's made today. Is that correct, Ms. Ocampo?
Yes.
Right. So we are getting to the violations that have been alleged, so that the defendant has arrived here after having submitted positive drug screenings in violation of the terms and conditions of her probation here. We throw ourselves in the mercy of the court and ask for what leniency you would think would be appropriate under the circumstances, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. And so, Ms. Ocampo, do you feel this is or let me ask you this, is this something that you're trying to overcome, or is this something that is it a lifestyle that you want to continue to use?
I don't, but I tried to overcome, and I'm just dealing with this. I've been through a lot since I was little, and it's just been something that I've done.
Let's stop there. Let's stop about being there a lot, been through a lot since you were little. Mr. Ocampo, how old are you now?
I am 37.
You're 37 years old. When did you start using cocaine?
Alejandro, can you please go over there? 16.
16. But so that's 21 years of using cocaine, right? You're an adult now. Now I understand, people had it rough, and those childhood things that you have can kind of break throughout your life. But at this point, ma'am, it's either I want to stop, or I just want to continue to live the same lifestyle I've been living. I mean, we can't go back in time and change what happened in your childhood. Nobody can do that. And quite frankly, a lot of people have had difficult times, some worse than others. And I'm not trying to discount that. But what I'm saying is, we're in the here and right now. We can't change what happened in the past. All we can do is move forward and try to change our behavior forward to make things a little bit better for yourself and your young kids.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm like I say, I'm trying to do everything I can do to exercise the restraint and not send you to jail, because quite frankly, you'll go to jail. You may get out way sooner than 60 days. The case will be closed out, but you'll still be dealing with the demons that you're dealing with right now. But I know that you want to get this patient and stop having to come here and stop having to listen to my mouth and Mr. Bradfield's mouth. I'm sure you enjoy talking to Mr. Baughman because he's just doing a very good job on your behalf. But I hate for you to be the person that's in the jail. Is that how you want to resolve this now?
I don't even, right now, I'm just like, I don't even know. My head is all over the place. I mean, just do the 60 days.
That's what you want to do?
Yes.
All right.
I'm still gonna.
Say that again, man.
I'm still gonna be going to therapy. I'm not, probably you're giving up, but I'm not giving up on myself. I haven't given up on myself for this long. So I'm gonna try to keep going on therapy even afterwards.
What do you want to do, Mr. Brown? I'm absolutely not giving up on you.
Neither am I.
And neither is Mr. Officer Bradfield, and neither is Attorney Baughman. We're absolutely not giving up on you, and I don't want you to think that. We're trying to give you, some options. I told you I don't want to send you to jail. I don't think jail is a certain kind of person that needs to be in jail. There's no question about that. I don't really think that you're really one of them. I think that you do need a wake-up call. I think you do need a wake-up call. I would like to see you successfully complete this probation. I told you I'll walk this down all day with you. But you kind of leave people without many options. And that's why I asked what you need to do. If you seriously want to get this behind you, then this whole probation stuff should not really be a big deal for you. You could look at this as a tool to help you in overcoming this, because it quite frankly, it's difficult doing it on your own. I told you, you got one of the best probation officers that I've ever seen in my years of practicing law, and being on probation myself, and I had a drunk driving years ago out of this court, and I had a probation officer when I was young that I made some mistakes, and that probation officer worked with me, and he gave me the opportunity, and eventually I matured, and I got that behind me, and look where I am now. So I think everybody in this room wants to see that success story. I think we would have that sort of failed you if we just give you the 60 days and let you go on about yourself. That's why I asked you, what do you really want to do?
I mean, if that's the thing, I know you're gonna ask me. You asked me if I would test positive or negative. I was honest. I told you I was gonna test positive.
Right.
So I have to pay $80 right now out of hand, which I don't have $80. I don't want to go to jail, but either way, the inpatient or going to jail is, I mean.
You know what my father taught me, people buy what they want and they beg for what they need. And if you can get your hands on a gram of cocaine, you can get your hands on $80. You can do that. If you were faced with the situation of going to jail and being separated from your kids, and all you needed was $80 to do that, you would get that $80.
Oh, definitely. But either way, I'm going to be separated from my kids, even if I do the inpatient.
Well, but the inpatient is a different, yeah, you can look at it that way, but
I'm still going to be away from my children.
I understand that, but you're getting help. So it is a benefit in that if you take it seriously. It would be a benefit in you going, we don't just send you to AANA just to be sending you there.
It was never asked for me from this court to even be on the NA program. I enrolled myself in the NA program because the court never asked me.
I understand that, and I hope you enrolled yourself in the NA because you know that you have that problem. This is the first time that we know that she tested positive for cocaine last time. Let me see what I don't say. But I'm not gonna split hairs with you on that. All I'm gonna say is that these are outlets and methods for you to help yourself.
I know.
For you to help yourself. The testing is only there as an oversight to say, okay, it's obviously not going to stop you from using, but it will at least have that in the back of your mind that, all right, I know I got to test, so I got to restrain myself. It can't just stop you. The only person that can stop you is you. So I'm going to ask you again, do you really want help with this? Do you want our help, or do you want to just try and do this on your own?
I'll do the time.
All right. Let's send her to 3 days in Wayne County Jail, and we will have you report tomorrow at 5 p.m., no later than 5 p.m.
So I have to turn myself in tomorrow at 5 p.m.?
Yes.
I thought you were going to give me a week.
I didn't say I was going to give her a week, did I? No, Judge. I didn't say I was going to give you a week, Ms. Ocampo.
Oh, then I misunderstood.
Yeah, I didn't say that at all.
Is there any way you could give me at least 2 days for me to turn myself in?
All right. What's today's day? First, 31st. All right. The 2nd The 2nd of September.
2nd of September, at what time do I have to turn myself in?
No later than 5 p.m.
September the 2nd. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And we'll say no early release.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Ocampo. Good luck to you, man.
Ms.
Thank
Ocampo,
you.
I think you need to pay clerical attention to the judge's last statement. Your file is being marked no early release, so you can expect to do all that time, okay? I know.
The 60 days.
Sure.
Mhm.
Okay, just so that you know.
30 days. I'm gonna give her 30 days.
Okay.
Will she have, go ahead. Will she have review date after that 30 days? We'll just close it out. There's no sense in reviewing.
I didn't hear you. What? I didn't hear the last part.
Asking about your review date. We'll close the case out after you do 30 days, no early release in the Wayne County Jail. Turn yourself
So I'll do
in
my
on February 2nd, no later than 5 p.m. September 2nd. September 2nd. Right.
So I'm only gonna do 30 days or 60 days?
30 days, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Ocampo. Unfortunately, we couldn't help you like we wanted to, but we hope that you get the help that you need or that you're looking for. And we wish you the best of luck, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
All right,
Appreciate it. And thank you to everybody anyways. Thank you.
You're welcome. Keep your head up.
I will.
Okay.
All right. So she's thinking about it the wrong way. Yeah. She's not trying to she's not trying to.
You want to get high?
She want to get high. You know.
Yeah.
So unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. It's life.
Yeah.
This court's been very patient. You know, gave her several options. But you got at the end of the day, you gotta help yourself. And I tried my best to. You did. I didn't want to send the lady to prison, to jail. But at the end of the day, that's what I gotta make that tough decision. So that's
He was asking for it, Judge. If it wasn't today, it would have been some point in the future.
It was
postponing the inevitable for her.
It was. You're right. You're right about it.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate all that you've done, Mr. Bachman, in speaking with her. And I always appreciate all of you guys. Appreciate you. But I really appreciate that you. When Officer Bradfield says something,